All right, guys, we're going to go to our final topic because we actually have a little bit more time, and this last topic shouldn't take too long. So we managed to squeeze in an extra one for you guys.
Would this all be about squirting the girt?
Oh, yeah, a couple phrases that I think we should incorporate into everyday life. One being, do you want to squirt of my girt, as girt being short for yogurt.
Yeah, that's weird. Don't ask
Something
people
like
that.
Whatever flicks your bean, as opposed to whatever floats your boat. I can't stop. That one cracks me up. And then Yukiko so eloquently suggested dampen your beef.
Whatever dampens your beef, man.
I love it. Cracks me up. I'm trying to be quiet because Andrew's sleeping, but
Hey, whatever dampens your beef.
Yeah, whatever
Yeah.
dampens your beef. Okay, so the final topic is dampening of beef. How do you do it? What's the appropriate amount? I'm just kidding.
Well, I like to get really lean beef.
Yeah. It's gym etiquette. So I was recently speaking to my father. He was explaining to me that there's this guy that he met, kind of deal, like they're around the same age, so which is unique because they're like 71, and he was talking about how, but he likes to talk a lot and he sees him at the gym, and so he tries to avoid him, because he goes there to work out, and his little pet peeve is like not necessarily talking and wasting your time there at the gym. And we started talking about all these other things that piss us off at the gym, and I was curious if you guys had a set of pet peeves in gym etiquette that you tend to do, whether it's like sandals in the shower or not going in the pool because people piss in it, or like something that with the tanning, or like working out, and like what are the things that like you have when you go to the gym that you wish other people would follow, or that you hate that other people do?
I have one that drives me nuts. And especially if you go to a gym that's not like a mega gym where you have like unlimited amounts of machines everywhere. But if you're like a smaller gym that only has like a few, like especially like a squat rack where it's like everybody wants to go do squats and use it for stuff, but there's like two.
Yeah.
Anyway, this issue is when people do a superset and they're using up
yeah.
4 machines to do their superset. So you're just like, dude, there's like 8 machines total. You're using half of them. Like, when can I jump in? He's like, I'm doing supersets, man. Like when I finish them all, I'm like, this is ridiculous, dude. You can't take up every single fucking machine to do your supersets. All right.
Thank you.
And I'm just gonna jump in like while you're over there doing that thing,
Yeah,
and I was like, I'll put your stuff back, like it's fine, but like I'm getting in here.
It wouldn't be so bad if they would do that, but there's a lot of people being like, oh no, I'm working on that too. Like, just allow them to jump in.
Yeah.
At the same.
Yeah.
Like,
You're not using it right this fucking second,
Right, and it's just ridiculous. It's a community gym. They have to be aware that was one of the things that my dad and I spoke of, and he mentioned a story where like this girl wanted to go on, but he was like doing like tricep press, but also using the curls, and she wanted to go on the curls. She's like, oh, I'm using that, so she went away. My dad, being the dad, Alan knows me a little bit better from college, so he knows where my like freaking ball buster shit comes from. So my dad gets up and goes, hey, you mind if I work on this? Thanks. And he just gets in there and starts working just to piss this guy off, and just to like, because he's like, I hate that shit. I hate when people come
Yeah.
like, all right, yeah. I was like, Dad, you're a ball buster. That's awesome. So yeah, that thing pisses me off too, and I'm glad there's other people that will just like.
I have a lot of these actually.
Yeah. So what else?
like sweat,
people
wiping
people
up
that are
sweat.
like people that are fucking jacked and they like squat or
Scream.
like bench like 4 plates on each side and then they don't re-rack that. I'm like, dude, I just got my full workout putting away your goddamn like 8 plates,
Yeah, that's
right?
fucked up. Yeah.
And it's
You
like, and then
got
I
it.
can't even like lift it afterwards, right? Because it's just like, dude, just put like rack your weights.
Yeah.
Right. Like,
Totally.
That's like
funny.
I think that's the most like basic
the funny
gym
thing
etiquette is racking your weights.
Putting
you
your
should
shit
never
back.
not put your shit back, because like then you have like either shit all over the bar or there's plates like scattered all over the fucking place. You can't find like the 125-pound thing or like a half-pound plate that you needed to like add to your thing.
Yeah.
That drives me nuts.
The funny thing is I should work for my gym that I'm at, because for some reason I have OCD when it comes to that. Like,
God,
I'll see like a 45 pounder
Next
and
to
like
it.
35 pounder
Yeah.
in between, and then a 45 pounder. I take that
Yeah,
45 pounder off. I grab the 35.
that
Put it by
too.
the 35. I put the 45.
Right.
Dude, like, I don't know why I have.
I'm
never
right there
have
with you,
OCD.
though.
I never have
Yeah, a
OCD
lot of
with
people
anything
do.
else.
But I want other
I've
people to
never-
do that for me. Like, I don't want to have to look. Okay, if I'm 124, where's the other 25? Like,
Yeah, but I don't have OCD when it comes to anything else. But with that, like, I do for some reason. Like, I have to do
Something for
like,
everybody.
and it has to
Yeah.
be symmetrical. Like the 10, then it goes
Oh, that's
5,
weird.
10,
That's
then
a little-
yeah, that's weird, isn't it?
Yeah,
Like,
it's a little
I have
obsessive.
to have that.
Yeah.
When
So, like,
aggravates the shit
I've been
out-
trying to like get it out and everything.
Yeah.
And basically, what I'm saying is, guys, I need therapy.
I,
For this.
Doc, I've been trying to get it out. It just won't squeeze out.
All right.
Well, another one that's kind of aggravating is okay when you have like the free weights and everything, and one is like filled to the very brim, but the other one has just one on each one. It's like,
Oh,
who
Oh,
the
yeah,
fuck?
yeah.
Like, why not just take the extra 2 steps and fucking put them over here? You know?
oh, can I?
Balance it, yeah.
I was gonna say, can I ask you guys something? Because this is my first gym membership, right? So I don't know what the proper gym etiquette is for
Okay.
certain things. You guys had gym memberships before, right?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
what is it about the mirror? Like, do you
Oh,
not
dude.
step in front of somebody when they're using the mirror to grab the thing?
No, you
or
can.
like, is the mirror
Yeah.
that important?
It's
Oh,
very
you can go in
important,
front.
but you can
You guys
step
know-
in front of it.
You can step in
Okay.
front. You just say like, "Excuse me, I'm grabbing something."
Yeah,
or
no,
whatever.
I
Yeah,
it's like
like-
pretty basic. Yeah.
Don't
Like,
just start
I
working.
feel
out
like
from them,
no,
though.
no, I
yeah,
know
yeah.
it is.
That's what you meant. I was like, yeah, don't do that.
Because there's a Smith machine right here by next to the mirror, right? And then there's a rack of like, like the barbell weights and everything like that.
Yeah.
So the guy takes it off the rack. But the thing is, the Smith machine's right in front of the mirror. So like, do I wait to use I just use the Smith machine anyways.
Yeah.
But the thing is,
Smith
it's like
machine?
You walk in front of it if there's room.
you know what I'm talking about? It's like the
Yeah.
it's like
I know
assisted,
it.
Yeah,
It's
you
like-
know-
assisted.
It's like the
bench
bar.
press.
It's like a squat beer or a squat
Bar.
rack, but it has like a line that
hook.
like your hook goes
Yeah.
along.
Yeah,
Right?
hook.
so if you don't have
yeah.
a spotter, you can do bench press.
So like I didn't know what the etiquette was on that, like the mirror thing. I know like technically what I was thinking is like, yeah, I'm not gonna stand in front of the guy while he's using the mirror. But I was like, as far as like, because I've waited before till a guy's finished like the power sets, whatever.
I would just
40.
be like, I'm like, yo, I'm
You know
gonna
what I
hop
mean?
on the Smith machine. Is that cool?
Yeah.
Like, I would just say
Yeah,
that.
okay,
Yeah.
so say that.
Something
alright.
quick, and most of the time, like 99% of the time, they're like, yeah.
Is that the only way to see the mirror? Like the only?
No, there's like mirrors everywhere. No, there's
Oh
mirrors
yeah.
everywhere. But,
I'd be
I'm
like,
talking
yeah,
about-
he can just do that. Fucking, he can look at his bicep pump somewhere
I don't-
else. Like,
I don't like
But
the mirrors.
I never
Honestly,
used the
I
mirror.
don't
Like
them.
why would you use the mirror? I mean,
mirrors
I
for
know-
form.
I know,
honestly.
but if you look real quick,
Yeah, but
like I would
usually-
look real quick just to make sure I'm.
I like the mirrors. I like just being able to focus and.
I looked at it for
There you
like
go.
stuff like deadlifts and like squats and stuff like that, but anything else is just for vanity.
yeah, that's exactly. Yeah,
Pretty
I'm
vain.
big-
Do any of you guys change in the bathroom by any chance?
Yeah.
No, I
Like, what's
don't.
you guys dedicated on that?
It's not. You could do it. I really don't like the guys who are way too comfortable, especially the old dudes who are just swinging their dicks around. I'm
Yes.
like, man,
Oh, I know.
come on.
Yeah.
Story. Just yesterday, I went to the bathroom, right? And I come out. As soon as I come out, this guy in a tighty whities sits up, ball sack, hanging down, touching the bench, touching the bench.
Like
I
bare
saw,
ball,
like,
bare ball
like,
sack.
literally, like it's one of those things where like I open the door and all of a sudden, boom, right there. And then I was like, oh my god! And then I just walked right out. Like literally, like he sits up and then he sits up and literally that's all you see.
Yeah.
His balls hanging out of the fucking
Why are they hanging out of his tighty whities?
exactly. And they're just sitting there.
Doesn't sound
They're
too
hanging-
tight.
Like literally,
Yeah.
probably 7 inches, dude, just hanging
That's a-
there. And
that's
they
a
were
big
laying.
sack.
Holy shit!
Exactly, that was the gross part, dude. And it was just laying.
See, that's the
On-
problem.
And that's
people,
not all of it, because there's some in the tiny ways.
Ah, it's
that's-
got
people are just too proud of themselves, and that's great. Like I understand it, but that's not the place to do it. Go
Yeah.
do it
But,
somewhere
like,
else.
That sounds like
But,
he
I
has
mean,
a
did he
problem
know,
though.
though? But did
Like,
he
why
know?
are your
Like,
balls hanging
did
under
he
the
know?
whitey tighties? Like, I don't.
I didn't
I'm
want to
just,
ask
like,
him.
stunned
I
about
said,
that part.
Like I said, it was like open up the bathroom door and you're like, what? And then you just walk right out. I wasn't just like,
Like, who just
You
lets
know, I
their
wasn't
balls
just, like-
out? Like, fuck.
The
man.
other-
It would like not look as weird if his dick was out
And the
for
thing-
some
the
reason.
thing, the
it
funny
wouldn't.
thing
It wouldn't
is-
have been as weird.
the funny thing is he wears really short shorts in the gym too, and he's like doing
he's
like
too
he
proud.
looks Like I don't know what he's doing, but he's like
Or
old.
he has a condition and he needs constant airflow.
I don't know.
What do you guys think about people who text in between sets?
I don't really.
I don't.
I do.
Like,
I have your phone.
I don't. Yeah, I,
I
don't
think
think. I don't think it matters, but there needs to be like a time. Like if you're on that for like, I mean, a normal rest set could be anywhere from 30 seconds to
I do a minute.
I would say like 2.5 minutes if it's like heavyweight or something, like you're doing like deadlifts or like squatting or something, like that's fine.
Yeah.
And like 5 minutes if you're like you're like a jacked person that does like crazy heavyweight.
Mm-hmm.
But if you're like sitting there for like over 3 minutes still on your phone, I'm like, yo, can I get in there?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
'cause that's too
people
long.
are waiting, and that's fine.
Especially at a place, yeah, like where it's smaller and you don't have as many, like you can't just go to a different machine or something.
Right.
Well, me, I put the timer on my phone. Like,
Exactly, that's what I do,
phone,
too.
And then I put the timer, and
Yeah.
then boom.
Yeah,
Like as soon as
I
it hits a
don't
minute, I'm like, I usually do like a minute rest,
yeah.
and then I
I
go
think
back.
that's totally fine. Like if you're on your phone and texting, like that's the thing though is like I used to never do that when I went to the gym though, like just even be on my phone other than to set the timer.
Mm-hmm.
But then like, I was like, okay, well maybe like find a song that I'm going to listen to. And then
I listen
it's
to
like
music while I'm doing
then
it.
you get looks though, like people are like, how long has this guy been on his phone? Like, because they don't know when your rest started, right?
That's
Yeah.
true.
And then
Yeah.
they're like, then they can be like, yo, can I get in? Like, no, this is like 45 seconds.
Yeah.
You know what's fucking annoying, honestly, at a gym is people taking pictures on their phones. Have you
Wow.
ever seen that?
Yeah,
that's
Girls and stuff like that.
terrible.
It's like, what the fuck are you doing? Like,
You do
I've
that?
done it.
Well, yeah,
No.
but you're
Well,
doing
yeah,
it for a
I
different
use
purpose.
I use Snapchat. Like me and my cousin Jake, we're like doing like competition type thing.
Mm.
Like yesterday, I finally got up my squats up to 225.
nice.
Yeah,
job.
so like I sent a picture to him and everything like that.
Mhm.
And I put
don't
a
think
little
it's-
I put a little meme in there for like Tyrone like this, and it says my legs are strong.
Nice.
I don't think it's too weird unless they're like spending more time doing like selfies and stuff than actually doing
Selfies,
their
I think,
lifts.
is weird, but like
Yeah.
Yeah,
I was
Just
just
like-
taking a picture of the weight real quick.
Oh,
Yeah,
no,
yeah.
see, I'm thinking
It's usually
selfies.
like these really hot like girls that are like fit already, but they're just like
Yeah.
there to like be looked at, kind of,
Yeah.
That's usually what I see it being.
What do you guys think about the water fountain? Like, usually it pisses me off when I just want a quick drink and someone's filling up a giant water bottle. I'm like,
Yeah.
dude, just walk out for a second. It's not the biggest pet peeve, but it's a nice thing that
I know what you mean.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We have like 3 water fountain things at our gym, so
Okay,
we never
you just
have
go
that
to a different
problem.
one.
Yeah.
Okay.
That is kind of annoying. Like if I'm filling up a water bottle, I usually will like let somebody just
Right.
get in.
Yeah.
But
Oh, yeah.
I have been like I've done both. I've just like filled it and be like, hey, I'm just filling my thing. Like
Yeah, just wait for it.
yeah.
You
I don't
want to know another
What about
annoying
sweat?
thing? Oh, well, you definitely got to clean that up. You
There's
gotta-
Yeah,
people
you
that
gotta
don't.
You gotta wipe that.
There is
shit
people
after
that don't
Yeah.
do that. I've done that
It's so
before I wiped
ridiculous.
up somebody else's sweat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's gross. It's just like, dude, like take the time to do this shit.
Yeah.
But like I've worked out at my office gym, and so like I have to bring my workout clothes because
Mhm.
I have to bring everything there. So and when you go in there, sometimes there's a personal trainer, like, and he has like 8 or 9 people taking up pretty much the whole room. It's like, dude, and like you can't even work out. Like
Oh,
you
that sucks.
occupy this whole place, yeah. And that's one thing that kind of aggravates me. And if I kind of try to squeeze in and do a set for myself, it's like everyone's staring at me like I'm I don't even know what to
Dick.
compare it. Just like I hit one of their kids or something. It's
Yeah.
like, no, I'm trying to work out. I understand you guys got this personal trainer, but I don't need that, and I'm just gonna fucking work out real quick, okay?
Yeah.
Like, this is a community space. Let me get in there.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Damn.
You don't
did,
own the gym, and
I-
it's not like he's a part of the facility or anything. So it's odd.
Yeah.
You guys know
that's
the
terrible.
leg press? You guys know the leg press?
Mhm.
Yeah, I took a picture of that one time because I walked in there, dude. I like no joke. Like they must have had every single 45-pounder
Yeah.
in that gym on that fucking leg press. I just took a picture. I'm like, who does this?
Yeah.
That's
Who
what I
has
was like,
calves
said
that strong?
I was like, no, it wasn't calves. It was
Oh.
a leg press. It was like,
Yeah,
you
but
know,
you can
like
do-
laying down and I guess you can do calves on it.
Yeah.
So you're right.
Yeah,
But,
you
like,
can
I
do
was sitting there
calves
thinking,
on
I was
it,
like,
but-
who? Like literally, like there was like 12 of these 40. Like I didn't even know
That's
this
funny.
machine could handle this shit.
Yeah.
you
on each
will be
side.
surprised that'll be your most weight you can do is on a leg press, and it looks
Right.
like crazy.
Because
But
it's not like not directly
and they
the
weren't
same
put
as your
back, by
like
the way.
squat or anything.
They
Right.
weren't put back the way. So
You
like,
just
I
remember
sat
to
there
lock
for-
your knees at the height
No.
of it.
Oh my god, that hurts just thinking about it.
Crack your fucking knees.
Oh,
Any other gym etiquette you guys want to like talk about? Alan, you said you had like a ton of.
I mean, we've probably covered most of them.
Okay.
yeah,
All right. I just don't want to leave
what
anything
about
out.
like staring? Like, I always have women constantly staring at me the entire time, and I catch
lies,
Yeah, I don't.
lies.
Yeah, Amber's
Yeah,
all the
scratch,
dudes.
scratch that, reverse that.
Catch that reverse that. No,
and
I'm just
and it's not girls. It's very droopy, bald old men
Oh,
staring
yes.
at you.
kidding.
No, Steve's again. Reverse that. Steve is staring at them.
Yes.
He like
Because he knows how
Droopies.
many inches it's hanging.
you like the droops.
I
He's
don't
like,
know.
yo, can I get
I'm,
my
I'm,
ruler in
I'm
there
mainly
real fast?
dramatic with a lot of my shit, so
Mm.
it was pretty bad though.
That is nasty.
Yeah.
it's pretty
It
gross.
was pretty nasty.
I still want to know why just his balls were hanging out though.
I sent a text to Amber that like immediately after that, and she just put ew like face like.
Should have taken a picture. I mean,
Yeah.
if they're okay with it swinging around, you might as well just take a picture.
Oh my
I
God.
got one other.
What would that say about myself? Does that make me gay if I took a picture?
No,
Fine.
I'm just admiring the fact that this guy
You're
has.
an observer.
Research.
Like
Research.
seeing balls hang low to their
Can you
So-
throw 'em over your
Put it over
shoulder
your
like a
shoulder.
Continental soldier, do your balls hang low?
low?
Yeah, that's really good. What's up, Ian?
So I got one more. Now when in my early 20s, I did a lot of heavy lifting.
Oh, a long time ago.
Yeah, exactly. 10 years actually.
30.
But I understand the whole breathing aspect and people grunting
yeah.
and whatnot. But the screamers, it's like,
The
dude,
screamers, yeah.
Yeah.
what? That's not making you lift anymore, honestly.
Well, some people, it's like,
yeah.
I think
Like-
it works
it's like-
for them though. Like they need to
it's
do
like the
it to like
pain
get it
aspect.
out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Get
You
it
know,
all
like
out.
when people say like when you hurt yourself, like people are like fuck.
Yeah.
Shit. It's kind of
Yeah.
like you're in pain when you're working out, so like it's kind of
Yeah.
like it's extra adrenaline.
It doesn't bother me too much, but I know that there's entire gyms dedicated to not allowing those type of people out. There's like no screaming and no dropping.
Well,
Yeah.
I don't care about the screaming. It's the dropping. It's like boom. You're just
Yeah,
like
yeah.
"Ah, doosh," and just like shakes everything.
It's when it's like a Gold's Gym or like there's like certain gyms that like that's the heavy weightlifters, professional weightlifters go to, and honestly that's what they do because they're doing it to like exhaustion, and their only option is to drop it or they like risk like hurting their back by trying to put it down.
They
without-
also have like the bumper plates
Yeah.
too, though, so
Yeah.
it doesn't
Yeah.
make
Rubber
that clang,
plates, yeah.
right? Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's a whole nother. The clanky that hurts my ears
Yeah.
even if I have headphones on.
Now this is a different type of gym, but in jiu-jitsu and everything, one thing that a lot of people have problems with, and I have too, of course, is people that will like go into the bathroom with no shoes or sandals on. So like think about it, like
Oh yeah.
or walking on the mat with shoes and stuff because you're sitting there, you're rolling around and everything, and you're doing grappling, and you don't want to be rolling around in piss or sand.
Yeah.
That's never fun.
Yeah.
But that's definitely a pet peeve, walking in. And then there you have wrestlers that have wrestling shoes, and they'll just go walk into the bathroom, take a piss, and then go right back out. It's like,
Ugh.
whoa. It's like, dude, like you were
That's the whole
walking in the
point.
bathroom.
Yeah. Wow.
So you want to make sure that you're not like kind of bringing that stuff on the mat. So
There's like people get ringworm a lot
Oh,
on
yeah.
mats because of that shit.
staff, all kinds of stuff.
Yeah.
There's
Yeah.
a lot of things. I got
Really gross.
impetigo. Actually, when I started my job, I started
what?
Oh yeah, I remember that.
my first week at my
You
new
were like,
job.
what is this? You're like, you
there
were
was-
asking me. You're like, what is that? And I was like,
Yeah.
maybe you need some Lotrimin or something like that. Remember?
I went.
Yeah, what
and
it
I
was.
was-
Etiquette.
You
I
got
was doing
foot mouth
training.
disease.
I was training in jiu-jitsu, and like I was growing out my beard and everything, and just it was a little itchy. I'm like, just because I'm growing out my beard, and it just like kept itching and itching and itching, and like it spread. I was like, what the hell? And I had just shaved, and then it literally went across my whole face. And my first day of work was in 2 days. I'm like, I'm gonna go there with this fucking huge rash.
You should have
I'm
wore.
like,
Oh,
you should have wore
man.
that Phantom mask. You came in
the worst
just like,
part.
you know.
The worst
Yeah,
part
yeah.
is we had to take a picture like for
Aw.
our badge. So literally, I have the picture every fucking day of me having this fucking rash.
Do you still have that picture?
You should be like, can I take it like this?
Can we
Like-
see it?
Can we see it?
It's a little blurry, so you really can't see it. But at
Damn.
work, when you go into like it's like a big community thing, and that picture is on there. So like
Ask
it's
to
a little
retake
bit more
that.
blown up. I'm like, damn it.
That
Yeah.
sucks.
Be like,
Yeah.
look, my AIDS was sprouting up that day. It's
And-
since gone down.
I remember being there,
Wasn't
and,
testosterone.
and I saw my buddy that I actually trained with and everything, and he knew. And I went up to him. I'm like, hey, he's like, what happened? I was like, dude, I went and rolled the other day, and look. And he's like, oh, that sucks. And I'm sitting there talking to him and like a few other people at work, and you could see them just looking at it. I'm like, this isn't normal. This isn't like
See
I don't
what
have bad
happens?
acne.
And that's also what would happen at a gym if people were like sweating and you didn't clean that up because that
Right.
shit gets really dirty and you can get fungi and other diseases on your freaking face, body.
Yeah, it
It's
sucks.
gross.
It's absolutely terrible.
Well, look, that's why gym etiquette is so important. That's why more people need to watch this episode so that they can get a little enlightened and humbled on what they do so they can stop doing it. They can also watch other episodes on our YouTube channel,
Hello.
youtube.com/maelstromgamers channel. Also,
Okay.
Alan, you have been frozen again. There you go. And you can check out this episode, much like all the other episodes, Monday through Friday, topic by topic, and then the full episodes given to you on Saturday. You can get that early if you go to patreon.com/maelstromgamers. You can also get a bunch of other rewards if you give more than just $1. If you don't have money to spend, that's cool too. What really helps us, sometimes even more than money, and it's free to do, is to comment, like, subscribe, and follow us. We have there goes Alan. We have a Facebook, we have a Twitter, we have a at Maelstrom Gamers, we have an Instagram, and we have our YouTube channel. All that is super, super helpful. Spread the word. If your friends could like and subscribe as well, it really, really is helpful. You'll catch this episode airing, like I said, Monday through Friday, and we'll have another episode for you next week. We were going to have Sir David Fry, the generous Sir David Fry, on this week as a guest, but we're going to reschedule, so he'll be coming on soon, and we'll figure that out as well. You can also watch us play some games like Destiny, Uncharted 4, Smite, League of Legends, Dark Souls. Ian, for those of you who don't know, Ian is taking it upon himself to help mentor people who are having trouble in Dark Souls at certain points. So look out for some of his, we'll say, tutorial videos on how to get past hard points. So if you're playing Dark Souls 3 and you find yourself being like, man, I don't know how to do this, check our YouTube page. I'm sure there's a Dark Souls section that Ian has that can help you kind of get past some of those areas. So look, we're not the best, but we're certainly not the worst. We are entertaining. Come play with us. In the description, I'm going to add our gamer tags, and we'd love to add you as a friend. So a lot of cool different stuff there.
Yeah, whatever wets your beef, man.
Yeah.
Dampens.
We're going to just dampen your beef.
Moistens.
Moistens your beef.
Guys, it's been an honor to entertain you. Peace. Take care.
See ya.
See you.
Moist is such a good word. Moist.
Like, everybody wants to go do squats and use it for stuff, but there's like two.
Yeah.
Anyway, this issue is when people do a superset and they're using up 4 machines to do their superset. So you're just like, dude, there's like 8 machines total. You're using half of them. Like, when can I jump in? He's like, I'm doing supersets, man. Like, when I finish them all, I'm like, this is ridiculous, dude. You can't take up every single fucking machine to do your supersets. All right.
Thank you.
And I'm just gonna jump in.
Curious if you guys had a set of pet peeves in gym etiquette that you tend to do, whether it's like sandals in the shower or, not going in the pool because people piss in it, or like something that with the tanning, or like working out, and like what are the things that like you have when you go to the gym that you wish other people would follow, or that you hate that other people do?
I have one that drives me nuts. And especially if you go to a gym that's not like a mega gym where you have like unlimited amounts of machines everywhere. But if you're like a smaller gym that only has like a few, like especially like a squat rack where it's like.
All right, guys, we're going to go to our final topic because we actually have a little bit more time, and this last topic shouldn't take too long. So we managed to squeeze in an extra one for you guys.
Would this all be about squirting the girt?
Oh, yeah, a couple phrases that I think we should incorporate into everyday life. One being, do you want to squirt of my girt, as girt being short for yogurt.
To get really lean beef.
Yeah. It's gym etiquette. So I was recently speaking to my father. He was explaining to me that there's this guy that he met, kind of deal, like they're around the same age, so which is unique because they're like 71, and he was talking about how, but he likes to talk a lot and he sees him at the gym, and so he tries to avoid him, because he goes there to work out, and his little pet peeve is like not necessarily talking and wasting your time there at the gym. And we started talking about all these other things that piss us off at the gym, and I was
that's weird. Don't ask people that.
Whatever flicks your bean, as opposed to whatever floats your boat. I can't stop. That one cracks me up. And then Yukiko so eloquently suggested dampen your beef.
Whatever dampens your beef, man.
I love it. Cracks me up. I'm trying to be quiet because Andrew's sleeping, but
hey, whatever dampens your beef.
Yeah, whatever dampens your beef. Okay, so the final topic is dampening of beef. How do you do it? What's the appropriate amount? I'm just kidding.
Well, I like